discussions on regional integration. With ECOWAS, we've seen ECOWAS, since it was established in 1975, we've seen ECOWAS do a lot more collaboration. It's a bit of collaboration, cooperation, and integration. And there's a distinction between the three, which needs to be clarified. There's not enough time to clarify that, but it's just so that you get to start thinking about why regional integration is different from all the three. Because when you talk about integration, integration is actually deepening projects, deepening collaboration, deepening harmonization on sectors, sometimes many sectors, within a region. We all have an idea what a region is, and ECOWAS is West Africa is a sub-region, it's a region. And the ECOWAS sees itself as an organization that has been practicing regional integration quite well, because there are a number of things that we know it for. There's the issue of the free movement, for example, where people are able to move freely across the borders and so on. And that, for example, you could say is an integration project because it has affected all member states, and they've been able to, since 1979, member states have been moving across ECOWAS member states. But the integration thing is a bit deeper, and sometimes when in literature of integration, they even talk about how far and how wide. You can integrate all right, but how deeply are you integrating? When you're integrating deeply, you're talking about common market, you're talking about economic policies, harmonization, along the lines of what we see with the European Union. And sometimes that can get complicated. These are the kind of discussions we need to get to in West Africa. We're not quite there yet, but we're almost there when you look at specific sectors.
So, I don't know, but some of the things I might say might be a bit different, maybe refreshing ideas or standard. But I'm here to talk about the business that I do and also what the topic means. When Lord presented the email, the topic to us, my question was, it became a question to me. Regional integration, what is it? What does it mean? Why do we need to domesticate it, etc. But let me just tell you a little bit about myself. My family is very diverse. I have a Gambian grandmother, a Nigerian grandmother, a Ghanaian mother. It's a very complex family. So I think that regional integration, I am regional integration. I am of regional integration. So I am an integrated person. And there's a lot that comes out of that. The name of my business is, how does this thing work? This side? Okay. So it's Global Bamboo Products Limited. And we are in the planting of bamboo and processing of bamboo. Currently, we use our bamboos to make bamboo charcoal as a substitute for charcoal. We also make briquettes out of it and distribute in some of the supermarkets that you see here. We're not very popular yet, but we will become very popular. So, how are we using bamboo to affect Africa? But before then, I want to, this is the question mark I had, and I was like, if I have integrated, how are we having this conversation? But who are we as youth? Is one question I want to ask. We are the drivers of this continent. Lord has been giving me a lot of statistics about how more than 50% of Africa is made up of 25-year-olds and below. So it means that we actually are the reason why this world, this continent exists. There are so many young people. We have a role to play because the lands, the resources, and all those things are for us. And what are we made up of? We are made up of different shades, complexion-wise, different textures, okay, different languages, and so on, and even economic status. And what is it that will bring us to a place where we become impactful? Okay, what will be the agenda that we come up with as young people to be impactful? And that this is, for me, looking at ourselves beyond just country, tribe, region, having a bigger value for ourselves, or a bigger aspirations for ourselves. And business is one of the tools I believe can do that. But you find that because of the struggle as young people that we have with the hierarchy above us, it's as if there is an oppression of young people and they don't want young people to come out with or do anything because you are young. A friend of mine told me that in Ghana, when you speak to an adult about business or any idea, he wants to be the one with the solution. The young person is asked to shut up. So how do we evolve? Okay, how do we change that dynamic? And I think there are several things we can do. First of all, in our education system, for example, if we begin to demand from our parents, from the hierarchy in front of us, that we want things that actually add value, okay, to our lives, it begins to change the conversation. A lot of things are going around in town now. Youth in agric, stop galamsey, blah blah blah. Why are these things happening? Okay, young people don't want to be farmers anymore, and if they want to be farmers, they really don't want to get on the farm or do anything. People are doing galamsey because it's the quickest pathway to get resources. Why are this happening? Because sometimes they don't even have any skill. I was talking to a group yesterday, and we were talking about basic skill sets like plumbing, electricals, and so on and so forth. We do not have vocational institutions. Adege has a tailoring company. She struggles to find somebody who can cut a straight line. And these are skill sets that are required in business development and business growth. So what are the key things? If businesses need the skill sets required, why aren't young people asking that our education system look at the things that bring immediate value, okay, to building capacity for entrepreneurship, for business continuity, for the technology that's in the future? Yes, you would say some will be obsolete skills in the next 30 years. Jack Ma yesterday was saying on CNN that in 30 years he believes a computer will be the best CEO in the world. But we are not there. We are not quite there. So what is it that is going to make that change? And I think that the way we are educated, the way we are modeled, from the very basic, the fundamentals of our life has to change. I grew up in a household where my parents didn't go to university. My dad went to a polytechnic to become an engineer. So he can fix things and he can build things. And he always used to tell me that the only way to be successful in life, in my mind, was never about, did you get an A or B? Do you understand the principle behind that concept? And how applicable is it to solve a life solution you have? So these are the kinds of things we need to start asking. How does my education solve a problem? And I think it's one of the things that all of us sitting here should champion and should demand aggressively from hierarchy that we want change, and in integrating the continent, it has to bring value to young people. And the reason why there's a lot of pushback also, I believe, from even governments who have to come up with this integration is because what would our young people do? Okay, in construction industry in Ghana, for example, you have a lot of the skill sets coming from Togo and Benin. What is happening to the Ghanaian youth? Okay, why is it that these people, the carpenter, the mason, the painter, is coming from Togo and Benin? is because the Ghanaian person has not learned how to paint. He does not know how to lay a tile properly. So you ask him to lay the tile, and the floor is not flat. It rains, and then one part is, soaked with water. So the fear, yeah, I mean, you have a problem. You prefer Ivorian tailors and French tailors to Ghanaian tailors, because even stitching a straight line is a problem for him. So the pushback that governments will get, and the reason why the process will slow down, is because they don't have the answer for the young person. And the young person also needs to be reoriented to some extent. What are our values as individuals? We want to have an Apple phone and laptop and all the Apple accessories. Okay, we want to sit in a car. On Wednesday I was delivering goods to a client. I met one of the ladies. He told me, 10 years ago, from after school, I'm not walking out of the supermarket with my own car. Is that the goal, to be in your own car? What is valuable for your life? Even do you aspire to have a family? Do you aspire to build a life, even own a home? We make money, and what do we use our money to buy? The first thing is a car. But that is a deposit for a good mortgage, a good two-bedroom. But our orientation needs to change. What we value, what we use the resources that we get for is important. And all those things can be answered with education. So that we don't have this type of boats crossing the Libyan Ocean or the Mediterranean. We don't have people in this dying every day, and us getting that water processed. Now you don't even know what you're drinking. Mercury and other things. So we all become affected by that. So I think that ours is asking for change in how we're educated and what kinds of values we place on our education. Because people say being a lawyer is, but nobody praises the fact that the guy is a carpenter, or nobody praises the fact that the guy is a farmer. How even the farmer is showcased on a billboard. All those things have to be changed. Companies, youth must tell companies that, you know what, if you're going to make me, or you're going to sell a product to me, and you can't show me, you don't let me aspire to be something, and the cocoa farmer with the fertilizer can't do anything, he looks wretched and all that, I'm not interested in your product. We can change those storylines so that people begin to look at other things. There is hope. There's hope for us. There is hope because there's technology that is showing us all sorts of types of things. There's hope because we ourselves have come to that place where we want to see change, and we don't want to be left out of the benefits of integration. Because African market is $70 trillion. That's a lot of money. Okay, as businesses, are we aspiring to look at being billion-dollar companies? It can't only be done with working around with 40 billion, in the 70 trillion industry. How about myself walking around with another 14 billion? And Lord, and Diddy, and you're a society like my behalf. But how about everybody out there, looking to that? And it means that we need to build capacities to solve each other's problems, And that means that changing the educational status quo, engaging technology, okay, and realizing that, in fact, we are stronger and we have more benefits together than apart. Thank you. My name is Marigold. I'm Ghanaian.
West Africa Center for Counter-Extremism. The West Africa Center for Counter-Extremism is a civil society organization focused on counter-extremism research. Research that is focused on the underpinnings of radicalization and violent extremism. These terms may seem very, very new and very blurred to you. But radicalization is the single biggest factor that leads individuals to engage in terrorism. And radicalization is a process that an individual goes through. It could be informed or motivated by political, economic factors, poverty, could be motivated by ideological or religious factors, and a collection of cultural and social values that leads the individual to a point where he sees the world in what we call a binary mode, between black and white, between right and wrong, and separates the individual from the other, seeing himself on one side of this binary equation, between us and them. So he chooses the right approach, he chooses what he considers to be the right approach, between the right and wrong. That is the point we consider the person to be radicalized. When the person is radicalized, it does not necessarily mean that he's going to commit terrorist offense. It just means that he's on a red line and that he needs a trigger, something we refer to as a conveyor belt to terrorism. So we need a spark at that point for the person to be able to commit or engage in terrorist activity. Part of what we do is a terminology we call building resilient or peaceful societies. We organize community or local community programs involving young groups of people, local community leaders, religious leaders, to engage in what we call building resilient societies, multicultural programs. We engage in research, aimed at uncovering the drivers of radicalization. And so we've done things relating to maritime security. We've done things relating to building, resilience within the local community here in Accra and in the north. Of course, we work with state actors as well. If you work in security, you definitely have to engage with state actors in terms of national security or the ministries or other agencies, that are focused on security. We work with other agencies in terms of the diplomatic community. And we engage in outreach. Outreach that is intended at informing the local population on what the drivers of radicalization can possibly be. Looking at vulnerabilities within the local community, especially young people. Online radicalization is one of the biggest sources of radicalization. People engage on online radicalization. Last year, we helped save a young radicalized guy, 21, who got radicalized online from here in Ghana and recruited by ISIS to go fight in Syria. And just a day before he was meant to leave, through a defined path through Burkina Faso, agents over there, he watched our program on radio and television, TV3, and got in touch with us. And that was what saved his life. And so we continue to do things like that because in this country, it might sound very surprising to a lot of people, but there's a significant number of people in this country who have been radicalized here. Some have left this country to join terrorist groups. The security agencies know this. Of course, we engage with this. We know a lot of other people here in the local community who have been radicalized and engaging in terrorist offenses. So we continue to do this sort of stuff to be able to dissuade these groups from engaging in terrorism within and outside the country. We believe that we need to build a multicultural society. We need to build a pluralistic society to ensure some diversity, to ensure tolerance, cultural, religious tolerance within the local community. But this can be done effectively when it starts from the base among young people. So last year, we set up what we call the WACSI Peace Network. A peace network within educational institutions that serves as a platform for young people to engage in peace initiatives and things like this. We're probably dancing for peace. Things like this sort of serve as a platform within educational institutions. We set up those in the north, and we're looking to launch one here at the University of Ghana next month. Okay, so there's the gender dimension to security or counterterrorism. So we have a network that is meant to serve as a platform to engage in women or young girls in terms of education, in terms of leadership, and in terms of how we can help in countering the drivers of radicalization and violent extremism. And this is largely within the educational institutions. So this was a program we organized last year in the North, and we had 5 schools who now have this network within the educational institution engaging in these initiatives. In summary, this is an area that is very new, and I don't assume that everybody is familiar with this area of work or really appreciates the issues involved in counter-extremism or fighting terrorism. But from our work, what we understand is that a sustainable victory or success against terrorism and the underlying drivers that lead individuals engaged in terrorism can only be won successfully within the local population, not on the battlefield, within the mindsets of people, young people, within local religious leaders, in terms of using negative religious propaganda to influence or incite people to engage in ideals like this, in terms of ensuring that we counter the economic factors that can lead individuals, put individuals in vulnerable situations to become radicalized. Like this young guy we dealt with, he's endured a lot of challenges, a combination of economic factors, religious factors, marginalization and things like that, and got the impetus to get involved in terrorism online when a recruiter got him involved and radicalized him. This may seem very remote from all of us sitting here, but it's as close as anything you can imagine things happening in this country. So I think and believe that it's a responsibility of every one of us to engage in fighting terrorism. You may not call it fighting terrorism, but whatever you do in terms of creating employment or job opportunities for young people, in terms of speaking to young people to put their energies to productive use, creating hope and inspiring people to create positive change in society can collectively help us in building a peaceful, pluralistic society. Thank you.
This is for one of my higher degrees. I came out with a test kit. And so I felt that I could commercialize this test kit. So I went to the Ministry of Health and I spoke to somebody about it. So the person asked me, who else produces the same test kit? And I said, oh, it's not Delta. I don't think anybody in the world has come out with that idea. The comments the guy made was that, and that was it. It simply means that if the white people have not been able to do it, what shows that you can do it? And so I wrote a paper based on the study, and I presented it at the American Society for Microbiology. They had a conference. And so it was a poster presentation. So at the poster presentation, somebody came to speak to me and asked me to explain the schematics of the test kits. So I did. So this guy stood there for a while and then left. And then afterwards came back and asked me whether I could, when I was supposed to fly back to Ghana, I said, no, the next day. So he asked me if he could cancel my flight and book it. So I said, fine. You
know that story.
Of course, and so I found myself in Atlanta at the Centers for Disease Control, and I had the privilege of working with them for 4 years in developing test kits. I've developed and patented a number of test kits. Of course, they gave me the money, so they those test kits. So during the Mandela Washington Fellowship, I decided that, I found the value in coming down to set up my own test kit company in Ghana. And so that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about what we've been up to, and then the problems we've had in trying to penetrate the African market. But before that, Maribel said I'm a statistics person, so I want to just give you a little bit of statistics. We keep saying that Africa is a young continent, and a lot of people think that we are trying to say that Africa is, founding of Africa is recent. No, it's because 60% of Africans are less than 25 years old. We cannot say that often enough. Okay, when you look at South America, the median age is 37.6 years old. North America, US and 41.7. Okay. Go to Asia, 38.9, 36.7. Those are, and when it comes to Africa, even Ghana is one of the oldest countries in Africa, and we are around 20.3. Okay. What's Niger? The median age is 15.1. Majority of their citizens, 15.1. Yeah, yes. It's not about that. It's just, yes, people now, what happens is that we can use this to our advantage. And because we are not identifying that advantage, other people are identifying it, and they are doing a lot of things. Let me give you an example. Now, in 20 years' time, most of those other countries will have majority of their population on retirement. So they have a lot more young, fewer people working to feed an older generation. Okay, so what are they doing? They are coming to us, to Africa, and they are taking the best and the brightest, and they are taking them away. Exactly. Okay, so that we go and show up their workers and all that. And then they are bringing factories and they are bringing things to Africa, and we are happy. Okay, because they need that labor. Unfortunately, we are not able to identify these issues in Africa. Okay, exactly, and it's happening a lot. I've had cause to complain about the Mandela. Okay, and people didn't understand why I was complaining about it. They come and take the best coders. Okay, those who are into software, they take the best of them and they take them to Google and Microsoft and all those. And they pay them. And while they are taking you to the team, they are paying you. So exactly, why will you come back? If those who are in charge of, if they cannot, okay, if they cannot look at us as young people and help us, very good.
I have to interrupt you there. My Lord, you had an experience where you present a case, you speak to how you're learning, you seek them, you are told, if something wise not to then what are you doing? Thinking of us? Now, that's where the question comes. You are asking why that young person will go to the US or wherever you get the opportunity. Because even when we have come up with a solution, he gets pushed back.
I
agree. Feel so inferior.
I agree.
In his own.
I agree. And by the time I end my presentation, you would ask me why I'm still here. Okay. Because believe me, I've had several offers. Okay, I've had several offers in several countries just to come and set up there. Okay, but then again, well, let's continue. As I said, so I own in-house diagnostics. We produce rapid diagnostic test kits. We produce our test kits with a different technology called the lateral flow technology. That is quicker, able to combine a lot more tests on one single strip, so that just like pregnancy tests, most of the strips work like pregnancy tests, but instead of just doing only pregnancy tests, you can combine a number of tests on just one strip, so that you don't have to. That is all the lateral flow. We'll get there. And so that is what the lateral flow technology does. Currently, we have our in production of the pregnancy test kits, only the pregnancy test kits. We also have an STD kit. So the STD kits actually test for different STDs. So we test for syphilis, we test for chlamydia, we test for gonorrhea on the same strip. So using your urine, you can just test all the. So that if you are feeling uncomfortable and you don't know what is wrong with you, you can actually test. We also have a vaginal discharge kit. If you have a vaginal discharge and you feel that you want to find out what is wrong with you, it detects all the three organisms. There are three organisms after vaginal discharge. So it detects all the three organisms after vaginal discharge. So those are the tests we currently have. Now, when you look at rapid diagnostic test kits in Africa. Basically, 95% is imported. Only 5% is produced in Africa. 95%. In Africa, it's imported. Yes. Okay. Now, let's look at production and so I've taken these 4 countries because these are the countries that I was able to get statistics from. Now, Nigeria imports 100%. Cote d'Ivoire imports 100%. South Africa produces 100%. They do not import, and they do not allow any other person to come and sell their test kits in their country. So that is something we have. In Ghana, we import about 98%, and in diagnostics, 2%. This guy is far less than that, but if you have used a lot less than that, we will not have appeared. That's one reference. We're trying to show it up a little to get there. Now, basically, where we import our products from? Majority from China, mostly Europe, India, and then the US, about 16% from the US. Now, this is about money. Now, in Ghana, we imported $18 million worth of rapid diagnostic test kits in 2015. Nigeria imported $6.8 billion. South Africa produced and sold $108 million worth of test kits. But look at Nigeria. 6.8 billion. And so this is our 6.9 billion market. Okay. Now, there are DT segments in 2015. You had pregnancy tests, you did the one that was bought. Pregnancy tests, you did the fact. Yes. HIV, hepatitis B, malaria, RBTs, some STD, and combine all the STD kits, syphilis, gonorrhea, all those things. And then the others were just 4%. Now, when we tried to reach out to other markets, in Ghana, we went to the FDA when we were about to start, and they told us that they are not the regulator to regulators, so we should go to Ghana Standards Authority. So we went to Ghana Standards Authority, and they said that, well, they regulate those that are imported. So when you import, they check and make sure that it is well. But right now we are going to produce here, they don't know who should regulate us. So if I am interested, I should download the standards. And once I download the standards, they will then come and inspect my place and see if it is okay. But the kit itself, I should go to FDA, and I told them the FDA says, so basically, because we do not produce it here, they don't even know how to regulate it. Nigeria, the Standards Authority of Nigeria and then the Medical Science Council of Nigeria, they have an issue as to who should even regulate the import. So basically, and then Cote d'Ivoire is a little different because with Cote d'Ivoire, they have most of their districts controlled by France. And so the Cote d'Ivoire is supposed to regulate, but most of the time it has to pass through France. So if you have links with France, you get it through. If not, you have an issue. Now, one of the bigger issues we have having to go to other parts of Africa is because of the requirements to register your company in another country. Okay, they need the person in that country. So let me use Nigeria. You need a Nigerian as a majority shareholder. And then even they classify the company because of the fact that you are not from Nigeria or you're not from that country, you're from another country. That classification and tax brackets increase. Okay, and then there's a lot of payments you have to make. You have to sometimes you don't even know whether the person, your contact person, is trying to extort money from you or is actually using it to pay people. Because almost every single day you have to pay somebody some amount of money to do something. And most of them, you go and sit down with them to negotiate, and they want you to give them a percentage of all revenues that come into your company. How? It's outrageous. They want you to give them a percentage of the revenues that come into your company. Okay. the others too. Let me give you an example of the distribution and versus production. Where there's a company in Côte d'Ivoire, basically they control all the medical purchases around Côte d'Ivoire. And I had a meeting with two of them, they are all French. And basically what they want is that instead of me distributing my products to them in Côte d'Ivoire, they want me to come and set up a factory in Côte d'Ivoire, producing in Côte d'Ivoire. But they want 40% of the company. Okay, they're not going to contribute anything. Okay, all they'll do is that they'll make sure that since they control, they have a monopoly on the test kits. It's once I supply it, once we produce, they'll make sure that it is bought. And that marketing thing, they want 40% of the.
It is a good
Exactly. So you see, this whole topic about regional integration, okay, we are making it very difficult as Africans for young Africans to do things in Africa. Even in Ghana, okay, it is extremely difficult. You produce something like that to go and nobody's asking you, how does it work? I have videos and other of how the kids work. Sometimes you go to companies where you go to the institute where you negotiate and talk to them. They are not interested. They want to know how much are you going to make at the end of the year and how much would I have. So right now, one of the things I'm doing is that I'm getting a lot of the Mandela Washington Fellows work to help in different countries. We form a partnership. I supply to them. They register their companies as theirs, and then they can then supply to them. Yes, they can franchise them and I can supply to them. And then those are the next steps that will cover in the Africa West.